Right. So, I've just suddenly realised I haven't. Never mind. Righty-ho. What do we do, or what do we talk about today? Nothing new going on in the world, I don't think, at the moment. I'm looking at a couple of, what do you call them? Not reporters, not journalists, I don't know what. Chat show hosts, maybe. Chatting. No idea what about, because I haven't got the sound on. But they obviously, what I'm reading here, powers that be don't like us flying our flag. Welcome to the TheGamerGranni. Yeah, how am I doing? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm hungry though, I declare. I want me tea. It's not tea time yet. Oh. So, I hope you're okay today. And I bet you've got your food cupboard well stocked up. Yes. Just, you know, I know I have said before many times, as much as I try to tidy up here, it is just getting worse. So, have I got any funny? I'm just trying to think if I've got any. You just had apple and some oats for breakfast. Yeah, I like oats. And I sort of porridge oats and stuff. It's nice. It's supposed to be, for people like me, a slow release carbohydrate. But I must admit, whether it was to my advantage in that area or not, I think I would still be quite happy with porridge or oats or something for breakfast. Yeah. For the Halloween candy. Yes. So we've got a couple, 3 weeks for Halloween, haven't we? At least we have got, should I call it an advantage? Being here where we're living now, we don't get any knocks on the door for people asking, well, not people, youngsters, isn't it? For youngsters with their bucket, expecting to get it filled up with sweets and things. It is a bit unhealthy, you know, isn't it? Encouraging these youngsters to get bucketfuls of sweets. That's something, you see, that's come along. I can't remember my two ever doing trick or treat. It keeps you regular. Backside bath. Oh God! You've heard about the toilet seat incident, haven't you? I mean, we got a new toilet seat on now. One of those what they call soft close ones, where you just flick it a little bit and it'll close itself down. The trouble is, it's not quite the same as the one that got broken. And if you're not very careful how you lift the lid up to start with, if you're not very quick, it'll bash back down again. You've got to catch it right. And I sort of went in, when I went in there this morning, I looked at the whole lot of it and I thought it's a bit wonky and it's sort of joggling from side to side. I don't think it's meant to do that. We were, yeah, husband did it. Not terribly difficult. But of course, he always makes a drama out of everything. And I had to keep explaining to him which nut in washer thing to put on first. Like, you put a big one on, then you put the small one on, then you put the screw underneath to keep it all together. But before you do that, you stick the whole thing down in the hole in the back of the loo so that you have got your seat secured. 5-year-old could do it, really. It wasn't that difficult at all. But I don't know why it's sort of a bit wonky. But at least it's on, and at least it's a new seat. Though the other seat we had wasn't very old. We'd only had it a few months, I think. But I'm now also hoping that my husband doesn't decide to go and sit on it again with the lid down. I think he went in there to look for something, and we've got a unit just in front, and I think he went to sit down on the loo to sort of look through the shelves on the unit. And catastrophe. Honestly, I heard this banging in footsteps come from a business time. I heard when he went in there, see, I heard this almighty crashing clatter. And I'm thinking, oh my God, what's he done now? And I'm sat here and I'm thinking, I'm not going in there. If he's fell down and hit his head and knocked himself out, I'm not going in there to look. I should have done, really, shouldn't I? So I just sat here and I sort of sat here and I listened for a bit, and then I could hear movement going on. And I thought, oh, well, at least he's okay. He hasn't fallen over or anything. But it was so funny when he came through the door with these two bits of plastic. Toilet seat's broken. Like a lot of other things in this place. Honestly, I think if we had a builder in here, it would take him a year to sort everything out. Well, the plastic is not very well. I looked on the website where he got this one from. I went to the shop website where he bought the last one from, and they had some wooden ones there. And I said, the wooden ones, because we've had wooden toilet seats before. And I said to him, the wooden. But he came back with this other plastic one, and he reckoned that the wooden ones weren't the soft close type. But I thought it did say on the description that they were. Anyway, as long as it's a new seat, it's fine. God, I know, going back, just about what I'm seeing on here, they've talked about that, but this is the first time they've shown it. So we've got, I don't know where this is, it's somewhere in London. All along the railings of a place, people have tied yellow ribbons for the hostage ones. And there's this young one. She doesn't look very old. She got a pair of scissors. She's cutting them all down. Why would you want to do that? I mean, it's nothing to do with who's fighting who or who doesn't like who. That's to do with people that have been taken hostage and kept for months and months, a year or two. No, I don't get that. Why is she doing it? It's mean. It is mean-spirited. It's nothing to do with what the fight that's going on, is it? It's to do with people that have been taken and have been deprived of their liberty, probably deprived of anything to keep them healthy, half starving them, beating them up, hurting them ever as much as they can, even killing some of them. Good job I'm not there. I'd have wrapped a bloody ribbon right round her neck. Shush, I never said that. Nasty. Yeah, it's nasty. Oh, man. Everybody's up in arms about something. All we need is somebody to stand up and say, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. And they're not doing it. I have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. Our Prime Minister would rather go to India and meet the Indian President, Premier, or whatever they call him over there. He'd rather go over there and do that than sort out things over here. Do I like Wheel of Fortune? I used to like Wheel of Fortune, but to be quite honest, I've gone off a lot of those shows. One or two of them they were bringing back. Catchphrase they were bringing back. Then they brought back Deal or No Deal, and I couldn't get on. I couldn't get on with that when it wasn't Noel Edmonds doing it. You get so used to, don't you, for people doing it, the same people. And to be quite honest, I can't think of one person that is really any good at comparing. I quite like Lee Mack. That's coming back. I like that. The 1% Club. I like that. And he's okay. He's pretty good in that. But most of the others, yeah. You see, we've still one-time menu stream. PlayStation using SharePlay. I've never done that, Ida Crass. Really? I'll have to see what I can do. Why that? Oh, for goodness sake! That sounds interesting. I like word games. Yeah. Yes, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, and you have to make out the phrase or the saying, don't you? I think I remember that. Yeah. That might be quite interesting. Hey. Yeah. But do you reckon we could do really good? We could knock everybody out, yeah? Your food and drink category. I bet you would guess that would be fun to watch. Hey, Sal. Aye. We need to perhaps give it a go. Hey. Henry. Hello, Henry. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm fine. Thank you. I hope you're well. Thank you very much for coming along. We're not doing anything much here, only sort of chatting in general. I'm probably having a little moan about things. And looking behind me, I can see that I need to clear up some stuff. Oh, it only gets mucked up again, doesn't it? I can remember people used to say to me, housework is about the most soul-destroying job you can ever have. Yeah. Oh, good. You're just chilling out. Great. Yeah. I've started this little webcam thing about, was it a couple of weeks or so ago now? Because it was all to do with poetry and stuff. Because I found out I had a period of time where I wrote quite a lot of poetry, and I found all my poetry stuff out. And I thought I would test it out on people, and it seemed to go down quite well, I think. But I do find nowadays I seem to have run out of thoughts in my head that I can sort of put down on paper. $100,000 a year. See, now this sort of touches on something I was saying the other day. I mean, it's a thing, isn't it? And it has been for many, many years. You get to a certain age where you get to pension age, and then you get given a pension or a certain amount of money by the government. New carpet, where left a big mess game left the yoke in my garden. Oh, so hang on. They thought it wasn't down to them then to take the old stuff away. Oh. No, I wouldn't have been happy with that either. I'm just trying to think. The last time we had the place carpeted, we had the stairs. Because when we moved in here, there was no carpet here, so there was nothing to sort of clear out. And there was carpeting up the stairs that was getting a bit threadbare, and I know we had that redone, and we've just got a very small hallway down to the front door, and I can't remember being left the old carpet here. I'm sure they took it away. I don't know how your rubbish lot are, for taking things away, but ours, they will take like the normal everyday stuff, and they will take away very small electrical items, possibly something no bigger than an iron, but anything else, you have to phone them up and pay for somebody to come and take it or take it down. I mean, if you've got something like a fridge or a washing machine or anything like that, though I must admit, the last time when we bought the washing machine, they did take the old one away. So I don't know if any of the shops still do that now. But they're very picky about what they take, the rubbish lot. Yeah. The council would do it. Yeah. It's all changed. Again, I think we were talking about the rubbish in that yesterday here. And how it's changed over the years. Starting off back when I was a youngster, you used to have a metal dustbin, and you you just chuck everything in the dustbin, and they would come once a week. So not like now, where for some of it the recycled stuff, they come once a week here, but for the other ordinary rubbish, the black bin bag rubbish, they only come every third week. But then back along, they used to come every week, pick up your bin, hike it on their back, carry it out to their lorry and chuck it into the back of the... And then the lorries then weren't like they are today, these big ones, and with the mechanism that shoves the whatever they put in the back, that shoves it all up and squidges it all up small to make room for the next lot. Then they were just lorries that had a lid that they lifted up. It went the length of the back of the truck, but it was a steel lid, like a steel lid. They would lift it up, open it up, and chuck it in, and then close it down again. And they take anything. Not like this lot now. Show my... Oh, Henry, yeah. And do you know what else? Again, I was talking to somebody a little while ago, because I think at one time he had been a bin man. And when we moved up, because up until I was about 15 years old, we were down in the country, and we were... and you know, I can't remember bin men coming there. I think we just lit a bonfire and burnt it all. Because I can't remember the bin men coming down where we were. But when we moved up closer into to town, we lived on a council estate. So I was a council kid. Well, I was 15 by that time. I was 15, and my mother used to know we all used to know more or less exactly what time the bin men would come. And you would hear them down the bottom of the road. And if you looked out of our front window, you just look straight down the road and see the bin lorry coming round the corner, and the men walking up along the path and going into each house, getting the bins. And there was about, let me see, 1, 2, 3, a set of flats, and then us. So there was about 3 sections of housing and a block of flats before our house. So that took them a little while to get up to us. By the time they got up to us, my mother had made a cup of tea for each bin man, and there was at least 5 of them, 2 doing the walking and the throwing the rubbish in, the one driver. And she'd used to have 5 cups of tea on our front windowsill for them. They knew my mum. As soon as they got up there, they knew that there'd be a cup of tea waiting for them. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. She was quite good, my mum. She'd give anybody a cup of tea. So, times have changed. I don't think they'd be allowed to stop for a cup of tea now. I think they just need to have to get the rubbish in the lorry and move on. Yes. So, and again, I think I was saying about the delivery men we used to get. Used to get the Corona man come with all the pop. And of course the milkman. You could get milk from him and bread from him and cheese and butter from him, any dairy product. He used to always be around every morning. Every Saturday morning the pop man used to come. My kids used to wait for him. And paper. Well, you still do get your papers delivered now, don't you? But and even back where, again, going back years when I was a youngster, you used to get salesmen coming round selling most everything. And I remember my mum, she got me a set of encyclopedias. I've still got them around somewhere. And that was how some people sort of used to make a living, coming around selling. Show the care. Yeah. It's the same when we were down living in the country. I think that's why I have the feeling I've got towards people that are not as fortunate. We used to have, because again it was very countrified, we call them tramps, I don't know what you'd call them now. It's not a very nice word. People, people that lived on the road, and we had the common down. We called the this area down a little way, perhaps a couple of miles down from where we lived. It was called the common, and the but it was only ever men that were sort of doing it. The drifters, yeah, I suppose you'd call it, yeah, in the US. Um, I don't know if there's another word that we had for them, but I remember they were always then known as tramps. And they, at certain times of the year, they would be down in the common. And then obviously they would walk up round. And my mother, she would always give them if they come knocking on the door. And, you know, many times they would say, could they have a drink of water? And my mother used to say, you can have a cup of tea. And there again, when we lived down in that area, my mother was really very well known by this small community of homeless. They were, because they had nowhere to live permanent. She was very well known by all of them. And do you know, they were so nice. They never intruded. They never expected more than what they asked for, and they only ever asked for drinks of water. They would never say they were hungry. Could they be given something to eat? Or they never asked for money or food. They only ever asked for water. And they were always welcome at our house. Everybody. And why not, really? I mean, you know, you don't know when yourself you might be in need of something, and then you would jolly well hope that somebody like that would, you know, do something for you, however little. Yeah. It doesn't mean to say just because they're walking the streets and they've got nowhere to live that they're bad people. I don't believe that. And people that are even out begging in the street, and a lot now, some of them are quite young. You don't know whatever they've been through to end up on the street. It's not that they've just had a home and they've just walked out of it and said, I don't want to live here anymore. I'll go and sit on a street corner in the cold, in the wet. People don't think that, you know, that person must be there for some reason. It's not just. Then they say, well, of their own making, probably they drink or they're on drugs or something like that. So what if they are? What has driven them to do that? There's always a backstory to everything. Oh, for goodness sake, nobody's got respect for people nowadays. Hardly. Do you know what? I I sometimes think my big failing, I think, is I'm too over friendly, and I will sort of talk to anybody in the street, whether I know them or not. And there's so many times when I've been waiting in a queue in the shop where I go shopping to, you know, get to the till. And if there is an elderly person behind me, if I turn around, and sometimes I say to them, I see what they've got. If I see a person behind me that's only holding one or two things in their hand, I say to them, would you like to go before me? Because I've got much more than you have. And, you know, sometimes they say, oh, thank you very much, and are very grateful. Sometimes they say, no, that's okay. I've got plenty of time. But I always like to think that I can give people the choice that they don't have to stand if I've got quite a lot of stuff to do and the person in front of me has got a lot of stuff to do. And 9 times out of 10, I end up chatting to that person. And usually it's usually it always is an elderly person. You get the younger, they don't want. Sorry, I've just had a message. Hello, what's going on here? Sorry, it's just grandson is texting me. Well, grandson. I've got some bits here, grandson. You need to come around and pick it up. I can't believe the amount of messages I get on my phone. I went to clear out just chat and messages that I do between me and my daughter. They seem to go on forever. I seem to be forever clearing my phone out. It's incredible how you don't realise sometimes how much you do on your phone. Oh, TheGamerGranni uses Instagram. Yeah. I don't Instagram. I don't do Instagram. I don't do WhatsApp. I don't do LinkedIn. I don't do anything else. But I do Facebook and text messaging. And I haven't really checked. I don't really check my Facebook that much now. I get a bit fed up with that, with some of the stuff that comes through on it. And where they get all these people from, they say, oh, these names come up and they're friends and they're not friends. I don't know them. Don't know them from Adam. Whoever puts them on there is not me. Really crazy. Yeah. And then it's usually about dead. Lately it's been about dead cats. Oh, somebody's found a dead cat in a certain area. Has anyone lost their cat? Sorry if you have, it's dead. Oh, yeah. And then the other thing is lost parcels. That's a real big bug of mine, lost parcels. Yeah, do you know, Sue? I walked halfway around the town looking for a parcel that they said they had delivered to me, and they hadn't even got the right road. Got the number, but not the right road. And I'm thinking, I shouldn't have to be walking around looking for this. That's their job, to deliver it to the proper place. So I get a bit of a bug in my head sometimes about these blinking courier companies. Yes. But we have to have a moan every now and again, don't we? Yeah. Well, just realised I usually put some lights on across my... There we go. It's only just a few lights along the edge of the shelf there. Surprising how it brightens it up. So, I suppose I am going to have to... Yeah, I know. Oh, I don't cross, honestly. It's really nice. I suppose I got to think I'm quite lucky that I've got the time to come here and do this. I wouldn't mind going out to work actually, but don't think anybody'd have me now. And then if I didn't get a really decent boss, I'd probably get fired for being too mouthy. Do you like the room? Do you know, my daughter says that, and I'm thinking to myself, look at the mess. Look at it. I would never have lived like this at one time. It's crammed full of rubbish. And I think I said might have only been yesterday or so. We got to sort that wall out over there. It looks really manky at the moment, doesn't it? But that's where we're getting water coming in. We've got a chimney on the edge there. And I keep saying, I've said for a long time, we need to knock the chimney down because I think the water's coming through and it's getting into the wall. So it was really, really bad at one time. So of course my husband, because that's the brown on here is wallpaper. Well, wallpaper that was, I don't know why my husband decided to paint it over. It was perfectly all right as it was, but he decided to paint it that colour. And then, of course, the wallpaper was coming off where it was getting so wet. So he stripped all that off, painted it over, and has left it like that. I think he left it to see, if we get anything else coming through. Because he did go up there with him and his friend. They did get up on there and tried to sort of see if there was anywhere they could see where water was coming. Because it's coming through from the chimney from somewhere. Yeah. Oh, Benoric, yeah. You've been there since. I just found by on my YouTube when you first met you on NG3, and golly gosh, Idocross, that's some time now, eh? Because was NG8 on Elden Ring, isn't it? And then I've been for a while, and I've done a few other bits as well. I beat you up, did I, Granny? Oh, I'm very sorry about that. I didn't really mean to. I just wanted to win. That's all. Oh, Lord. Gosh, that was some time ago then. Yeah. I didn't think, when I started streaming and doing that, again, that was grandson, and he goes, people would like to see you doing that. And I'm thinking, no, what do people want to watch this for? It's really surprised me. It's nice, though. It's nice to know that I can give you perhaps a bit of entertainment or perhaps make you laugh, bring a bit of happiness, bring a bit of joy into life, eh? That's what we must do. And we try our best. Hey. So, yeah, I've just had a thought. I'm going to see what's on the telly tonight. Let's see how it is. Oh, what a load of... It must be me. I just don't like any programs that are on lately. Because I suppose they're all right. Get fed up. Fed up with the same old thing. Oh, and this sounds very interesting. Buried Alive, a murder true crime presentation. Well, that's going to be really nice to watch, isn't it? Gosh. Hey, Michelle. God. I've resigned mine for Oh, I can't believe I can't believe I'm that entertaining. But I'm so pleased that I am. It's nice that you all think so. But okay. So there's just something I got to do just on my phone a minute. This is getting a bit. Hang about now. Let's see what we can do here. I will be with you in a second or two. Let's just do. Sorry about this. I'll be with you in a sec. There we go. Yeah, so I was looking to see what's on telly tonight. Not a lot. I got one or two things to do on the Dark Souls game, so I might be doing that, sorting some bits out. Yeah. All I can say is at least it's not raining today. Was it 24? Yeah, 1,650, and it keeps going. Yes, I did notice that, Ida Crass. It is creeping up, isn't it? I think I checked because I thought I will keep a check on it. We were once the last one. I was 1,653. Yeah, 1,000. Yeah, just over the 150. 1,653. Yeah. With 650. Yeah. You should watch 24 Hours in Police Custody. You reckoned? Yeah, it would be on iPlayer. Yeah, you could come. Yeah. Yeah. Come and clean my bathroom out and make it look like it's at the Ritz Hotel. Honestly, every time a daughter comes, she goes, "Oh, I'll go and do your bathroom." Everything is gleaming by the time she's finished. Crazy. Living workaholic girl. Yeah. See, I've got the excuse now. I don't do much cleaning around here because there's too much stuff to move. And anyway, my husband's quite good. He'll do the hoovering. He doesn't need to because I'm quite willing to do it, but he sometimes comes up and says, "Oh, I got the hoover up here." So I think let him get on with it. Why not? We have a new throne to sit. Yeah. Is it in what Manchester? Come on. Cookies and there's usually cake around when Michelle comes over. There's usually cake around. So what's in the last season? Okay, Michelle. Yeah, I might have a look at that. I'm sort of watching that fraud thing or whatever it's called, but I haven't really been able to get into it. Don't get a chance to listen to anything properly. Anyway. It's quite annoying when you've got somebody you're with who doesn't really have any interest in watching television at all. And particularly, I know some of the stuff is a load of rubbish on there, but I do quite like to listen to the news, especially nowadays. And my husband will sit over there and he'll be fiddling around. He's got a little laptop thing. He's fiddling around on that. And all quiet. Then as soon as the news comes on, he starts looking. He's looking at something. Well, what do you think of this? Oh, this has got this and that's got that. And what do you reckon it is? And where do you think it comes from? I can't find out where it comes from because I always say to him, don't go seeing stuff that is so darn cheap, because it probably comes from China if it does. If it's that cheap, and it's probably cheap and nasty. Yeah. Does anybody in you with your crew, Idacrass, do you all sit around the table to eat? Because there's so much of it now, and people don't even sit around the table to eat anymore. Yeah. I think again, I suppose it's just how I was brought up. Always sat around the table to eat. No, so many people eat on a tray on their lap in front of the telly. Oh, honestly. Well, I just took a staple out of the back of that magazine here because it was sticking out wrong. Bit nasty. They're quite sharp and nasty, these little staples they put in. That's better. So I suppose I better go in a minute. Thank goodness it's getting near tea time. I've been hungry for about the last 2 hours. And I don't know why. I haven't eaten anything less today. Usually about the normal, I think. But, I'm just seeing here. I think that's what we're going to have for tea tonight. I got the, if I say the name, it'll start talking to me. But I got, and it's showing me all these pictures. It's just come up with slow roast lamb and rosemary and mint sauce or something. And I'm thinking that's probably what we're going to have today. I've got a piece of lamb in the fridge. I think I will cook that up. I quite like lamb. Hey. Oh, God. Can't stop yawning. There we go. Slow roast lamb. But that sounds amazing. Yeah. I must admit, I like lamb. Lamb, chicken, and fish are my other three things. Beef, I can take it or leave it. Pork, I can take it or leave it. Yeah. Am I getting plenty of rest? Yeah. I'm not. Yeah. Actually, I haven't been to. I've had 1 or 2 nights where I haven't been sleeping. I was okay. I slept okay last night, but I'm a lot better since I stopped drinking coffee. I mean, I was really overdoing the coffee thing. I really wouldn't like to say how many cups of coffee I would drink through the day. And since I have stopped them, I am sleeping better, though I am having. I just keep you up all night. But what I can't do, I cannot go to bed and more or less fall asleep straight away. I've got a Kindle reader, and I've got stuff I'm reading on there. So I'll always read. And you know what? I can read perhaps 1, 2, or 3 pages and I start falling asleep. So I've got to switch it off and put it down. Just doing that little thing, by the time I've done that, that's woken me up and I'm wide awake again. Not good for my heart. Yeah, I think we used to have some nice roast dinners, didn't we, Michelle? Yeah. See, but my mother was a good cook as well. So, but I was never ever taught, really. Only knew from what she used to do. Yeah. But again, cooking's different now. I mean, goodness sake, my oven hasn't been on for months, and I don't think it ever will go on again. I keep thinking about getting it taken away. I bought a microwave the other month, a couple of months or so ago, and it can be an ordinary oven, it can be a toaster, it can be an air fryer, or it can be a microwave. You can do everything except the washing up. And then I've got my air fryer. I tell you what else I used to like. I used to like the slow cooker. Well, you're good at cooking, Michelle. Gosh, yeah. But I did like, yeah, the slow cooker was okay. I remember I used to just chuck stuff in there in the mornings, switch it on and leave it. By tea time, it's cooked. They're brilliant. Irish stew. Nice Irish stew. I must admit it's not something I've made very often, but yeah. Stew and dumplings. Gosh, that's something got in. That's years ago, stew and dumplings. Ah, I don't think I'd know how to make dumplings. I don't know if I ever did make dumplings. No, I used to have them when I was a kid. I was a youngster. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Excuse me. I'll have to go in a minute, I expect, because my husband will be finished. And yeah. Shut him assessed to first perform. What? What's some stuff they put up? They're talking about the these parliament people, ministers of this and that, something else, defecting to the other side. They're calling it what's a turquoise puddle? Well, that's a weird explanation of anything. Whatever's coming along, all this blinking stuff they come out with, the language is changing as well, isn't it? As well as everything else. With large Yorkshire pudding with sausage wrapped in bacon, roast potatoes, vegetable tea. Mark's good. Can I send your father over, Michelle? He'll eat that. It's pigs in bacon. Is it pigs in bacon, isn't it? Yorkshire pud. Very nice, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll have we'll probably have roast lamb, I think. And it won't really be roasted. It'll be put in a. It'll either be put in the air fryer or stuck in the microwave. It's incredible when I think when microwaves first come out, my first reaction was I'd never have one of them in my kitchen. Whatever made me think like that? How stupid. What is duck? Who's talking about duck eggs? Green tea is good. Oh, yikes. Never had green tea. Something else actually that they were talking about yesterday on the television. Now, there's this particular tea that's sort of come to light and is all the rage for obviously the more affluent area of our society, where apparently so many ounces of this tea cost you £60 plus. I can't for the life of me remember what they call it, but apparently it's taken off like wildfire and people are getting it off the internet in various places. But they were saying on the television last night that it's now, like everything else, being duplicated for rubbish, looking the same as this product, but nothing at all. And some people are putting this stuff up on for sale, and all it is ordinary tea, sort of ground up to such a fine sort of consistency to make it look like this proper posh tea stuff that they're passing it off and it's costing an arm and a leg. That'd be okay, Michelle, wouldn't it? Yeah. I'm sure your father wouldn't say no to that. Yeah. Be nice. I think Dad's a little bit, just while I got you on it, Michelle, Dad's a little bit happier today because he's found out who's moving in next door, into the place where it used to be the little cafe. It's going to be a hair and beauty salon. So at least it won't be anything cooking. See how it works out. Yeah. There we go. Wow. So I'm just checking. I'm going to have to go anyway in a minute, I think. Yesterday. Today. Yes, folks, I better go. It's 5 o'clock. So, well, it helps. Yeah, I know there's no room on the coach. We just stretch out after it. What's my next game? I might try the new side. I have got, that's something you've just reminded me, Henry. I need to keep a check on. I am bidding on the Silent Hill game on eBay. So far, I was the top bidder, and they only got a small. And so far, if it stays as it does, but I know with these eBay bids, everybody waits until the last 30 seconds and then whacks in a bill that a bid that they know can't be countered. And is he traded in already? Well, I did say he did, and he did say to me, "Did I want to borrow it?" And I said, "Well, actually, I had started bidding on one on eBay. It's supposed to be brand new, and so far it started off at 20 odd pounds. I think it'll probably go up double that, but I think if it works as it's going, I should probably be getting it for quite a bit cheaper than what it is in the shops." But I know he said to me the other day he'd nearly finished it. No, he was going to give it me, Michelle, and I told him, no, you sell it, because I was bidding on that one on eBay. That's fine. I think Matt said it was okay, but it was quite challenging in places. I'd be interested if he's, yeah. I'd be interested, Michelle, if Matt would try that game I bought him, because I think he'd like it. But I know he's got quite a few that he hasn't been able to get into yet. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's okay. Maybe he'll let me know how he's getting on with it. If not, I might give him a text at some time. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so I've got to go now. It is 5 o'clock, and I expect my husband to be finished. He'll be coming up here in a minute, and I'm going to have to sort. Yeah, I've got to go get some. I've got to go and get something to eat. My stomach is feeling like it needs food fairly quickly. Oh, so we'll have to see what we can do. Okay, people, thank you very much. And I am really going to go now. Thanks, everybody, for coming. Michelle. Michelle. Yes, thanks for coming along, Henry. Ida Crass. Yeah. And I'm sure I'll see Michelle fairly soon. Hey, and all being well, I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll do some more. We'll do some more Dark Souls. See if I can get through some more of that. And let's see what's happened to me. Control. Come on, I want to. There we go. Okay, so I am going to disappear now. Thank you very much, everybody. And Zell, thank you as well. Thank you. And like I say, I'll be back tomorrow.